The mysterious monolith in the Utah desert has disappeared, or maybe it has been removed by somebody. But who and why?
Section 51. Section 51.
Hi everyone, what's up? I am GH aka DozGeek. It's good to be back here with you on Section 51. Thank you for your support to the channel as always. It's still the time to subscribe to our private space if you want to have access to more confidential stuff or some hot stuff. But for the moment, please like and share this video to help our channel gain visibility. Did you hear about that mysterious monolith in the Utah desert? In November 2020, at the base of a barren slot canyon in Utah's Red Rock Country, a team that was counting bighorn sheep by helicopter spotted something odd and landed to take a closer look. It was not a sheep. It was a three-sided metal monolith about 10 to 12 feet tall, planted firmly in the ground with no clear sign of where it came from or why it was there. And the Utah Department of Public Safety finally decided to reveal its existence to the wider world. The crew said there was no obvious indication of who might have put the monolith there. The object was found in a remote area described as rugged and very rocky, with many canyons and potential hazards. It's a tough place to get to on vehicle and on foot. They usually fly pretty low for these surveys so they can identify the gender of the sheep, and while they were doing this, they found this strange metallic monolith out in the middle of the desert. Aaron Bott, a spokesman for the Utah Division of Wildlife Resources, described the object as an anomaly, but added that it was not too uncommon to find weird things that people have been doing out in the desert. In photos and videos taken by a team member and released by the department, the survey crew can be seen descending into the alcove toward the object. On social networks, some theorized vaguely that it was a satellite beacon, an alien monolith just like in the movie 2001 A Space Odyssey directed by Stanley Kubrick, and others joked that it was a Wi-Fi router or Wi-Fi router. Someone even suggested that all they needed to do was review satellite imagery over the years in order to determine a date. Some said it was a leftover movie prop Red Rock Country has served as the backdrop for Indiana Jones, Star Trek and Mission Impossible movies. A spokesman for the Utah Film Commission said that to their knowledge, the monolith that was found in Utah was not from a film production. However, the authorities said they didn't know how deep it was going or how long it has been there. The most stunning is how the monolith had been embedded into the rock. Somebody took the time to use some type of concrete cutting tool or something to really dig down, almost in the exact shape of the object, and embed it really well. It's a very difficult work, literally a technical feat which remains a mystery. The Art newspaper observed that the object resembled the freestanding plank sculptures of the minimalist artist John McCracken, who lived in New Mexico before his death in 2011, and whose work is represented by the David Swirner Gallery. His son, Patrick McCracken, told the New York Times that his father had told him in 2002 that he would like to leave his artwork in remote places to be discovered later. Moreover, another artist, Dan Toon, a metal sculptor based in Salt Lake City, said he was not responsible for the monolith. Lieutenant Nick Street, a spokesman for the Department of Public Safety, said the authorities were confident that it was somebody's art installation or an attempt at that. He said the monolith appeared to be made of stainless steel put together with human-made rivets and embedded into the rock, though how deep was a mystery. The rivets are the main point in this story. I suppose that potential alien beings are not used to put simple rivets on their creations. Otherwise, that would mean that aliens are not technically so evolved that we could imagine. So until these last days, the strange monolith in Utah remained a mystery. But on December the 1st, we just learned that as mysteriously as it arrived, the metal monolith was now gone. It's gone! The Department of Public Safety said, reacting to the news in an Instagram post. Almost as quickly as it appeared, it has now disappeared. The department said, adding, "I can only speculate that aliens took it back using the emoji for extraterrestrials." So the Federal Bureau of Land Management's Utah office says it had not removed the monolith, which it considers private property. While officials declined to disclose the monolith's location, some people had tracked it down, and for example David Serber, who visited the structure and posted videos of it on Instagram, said it was located near Lockhart Basin Road, which is south of Moab. The Bureau of Land Management said it would not be investigating the disappearance because crimes involving private property are managed by the local sheriff's office. The San Juan and Grand County sheriff's offices did not immediately respond to requests for comment. And Mr. Serber, who tracked to the monolith, has also posted about its disappearance on his Instagram story. Apparently, the monolith is gone, he said. Nature returned back to her natural state, I suppose. Moreover, and more recently, a new three-sided metal monolith mysteriously appeared on a hill near the community of Piatra Neamt in northeastern Romania, few days later, according to local media. The object appeared to be about 2.8 meters tall and was roughly the same shape as the one that captured viral fame in the Utah desert in November. The new monolith was first spotted on November the 26th on Batka's Doamnei Hill near Petrodava, a ruined Dacian fortress on a plateau outside the city, according to the Ziar Piatra Neamt newspaper. And it disappeared too on Tuesday, December the 1st. The object immediately prompted speculation about its potential link to the one in Utah. However, the objects were not identical, and reports show that the Romanian object was put up before the Utah one was taken down. Images and video posted by Romanian news outlets show their monolith was covered in squiggles and loops, unlike the unadorned surface of the monolith in Utah. The Romanian monolith also appeared to have been welded together and embedded in the dirt. The Utah monolith was held together by rivets and embedded in a slot in the stone. Robert Losub, a journalist for Ziar Piatra Neamt, says the Romanian monolith appeared to be a shoddy knockoff of the Utah one. Local police say they are looking into the structure, which was built illegally and placed on a protected archaeological area. Of course, no one has confessed to the copycat monolith or the bad welding job, as it is considered by local newspapers. and a new metal monolith appeared again in California on December the 2nd. The silver pillar was reported at the summit of Pine Mountain Loop at Stadium Park in Atascadero, which is nearly halfway between Los Angeles and San Francisco. The monolith was 10 to 12 feet tall and weighed an estimated 200 pounds. Nobody saw it being installed, even though the trail is pretty popular. A Colorado photographer told CNN that he saw 4 people pull it down and remove it from the area. That group later announced on social media that they removed the monolith. So it appears that the 3-sided metal monument is becoming a bit of a social media sensation, or even maybe a social media virus. But apart from the option of the artist creation, let's explore the possibility that this is an alien creation. If so, why would aliens have made this monolith? What is its purpose? Let's talk about science fiction. For example, in Arthur C. Clarke's Space Odyssey, monoliths are machines built by an unseen extraterrestrial species. In the movies, all the monoliths are usually black, extremely flat, non-reflective rectangular solids. The monoliths are extremely long-lived and reliable machines able to survive for millions of years buried in the ground or resisting meteorite impacts and radiation in space with no apparent damage. Are they interdimensional portals? Once discovered by humanity in desert places, are they somehow the case that trigger a considerable shift in evolution? Are they complex automated machines built by superior beings to oversee and carry out their projects over the eons? Can these monoliths be seen as remote observers left on planets, remote observers that are also capable of taking a variety of actions according to the wishes of their creators? In fact, I think it's the fact that man can't really explain the monolith that makes it interesting. Does everything need an explanation? And you, what's your explanation for all this? Was it just a simple piece of art put there, right in the middle of nowhere, by a crazy artist or a visionary artist? If so, how did they put it there and how did they remove it without being seen by anyone? Which technical process was used? Was it a creation of extraterrestrial beings? If so, what was its purpose? What was its mission here on Earth? And did we already feel effects from this strange monolith? Are the aliens trying to give us a hand with the coronavirus vaccine in 2020? Will we have an answer to this riddle one day? Maybe we will have the answer one day by watching Section 51 on YouTube. I hope you enjoyed this video. While waiting for the next video, you can find us on social networks, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Please like, share, subscribe, support Section 51. I'll be back really soon. Open your eyes, watch the sky, and be careful with monoliths. Live long and prosper.